Hmm.
So, for those who practice or observe the Advent season, you may know Advent centers around celebrating the promised Messiah who moved into the neighborhood, as beloved Pastor Eugene Peterson
Hmm.
called the coming of Jesus close to 2,000 years ago into the world, the
Hmm.
one who was promised to rescue us and be for us what we couldn't be for ourselves. The Advent season of observance and celebration may also involve reflecting on the themes of hope, peace, joy, and love, so central to the Christian faith. And it does depend on which Christmas Advent tradition you follow, as they do shift. So these four themes are symbolized by many in their homes or in churches who choose to light an Advent wreath comprised of four candles, one for each of the 4 Sundays leading up to Christmas, which circles around the central candle, which is the Christ candle.
Hmm.
So, Carrie, as I was sitting with this, the line from one of my favorite hymns, which often brings me to tears, came to mind. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices.
Hmm.
And while I still love this line from "O Holy Night," it sat on my heart differently when it came to mine last week,
Hmm.
because, like, even out loud, I asked God the question, like, is it? Is the weary world rejoicing right now?
Hmm.
Because it sure feels like we're in the middle of a very long groaning season at the moment.
Hmm.
Weary, exhausted, desperate for reprieve. So, for you, Carrie, how does this line from "Oh Holy Night" sit with you as we move in today's episode, when hope feels fragile?
Oh, if I'm honest, Liz, hope does feel fragile right now. And I'm not sure the weary world is rejoicing. Although I don't know that it was at the first Christmas either. It's
Mm.
tough because I want to say these words are true and sing them loud because they do point to a hope deeper than our immediate desires. But that doesn't change the state we find ourselves in. Hope feels fragile in our own lives and the world around us. And I think that this is the tension you and I have been wrestling with as we've prepared for this episode. And out of that tension has come some questions that we're holding loosely as we sit in the tension together with you, our listeners. Questions like, what is hope? And are there different kinds of hope? Is hope fragile? Or is it something we can trust and hold on to? Where and maybe how can we experience and extend hope to ourselves and our world when we are weary and many feel hopeless, helpless, and wrecked with despair?